Have you ever wondered about ancient cities that vanished? Today we explore Cahokia, an enigmatic site near St. Louis. Cahokia was once a thriving city. Home to over 20,000 people, it buzzed with life, but now it's largely forgotten. What happened to it? The city flourished from 600 to 1400 AD. It was the largest urban center in North America. Notable for its massive earthen mounds, Cahokia's largest is Monk's Mound. Trade and agriculture supported its people. Experts believe the Mississippian culture influenced their society. Farming techniques increased yields, empowering the city's growth. The reasons for Cahokia's decline remain unclear. Climate change, resource depletion, and social strife may share the blame. Increasing conflict among tribes led to violence and instability. Imagine a bustling market in Cahokia. People exchanged goods, culture, and ideas. The vibrant life suddenly faded, leaving a skeletal remnant behind. Cahokia teaches us lessons about urbanization and sustainability. By studying its rise and fall, we can reflect on our own cities. In summary, Cahokia was a grand city that faced many challenges. Understanding its story helps us comprehend our history and future. Now that you know about Cahokia, explore your local history. What mysteries does your community hold? Cahokia was remarkable not only for its size, but also for its intricate social structures. The society was organized in a way that allowed for specialization in crafts, agriculture, and trade, creating a bustling economy. The people constructed elaborate wooden structures, housing both the elite and common folk, showcasing artistry and function. Events and rituals marked the calendar, drawing neighboring tribes for trade and social gatherings, reinforcing connections. The thriving marketplace was filled with goods such as pottery, copper artifacts, and shells, each telling a story of a community intertwined with nature and economy. Yet, amid the prosperity, cracks began to form, and such complexities hinted at vulnerabilities that would ultimately lead to the city's unraveling. Observing the dynamics of Cahokia can provide insight into contemporary challenges cities face today, revealing timeless truths about resilience and adaptation. Such reflections on the past enrich our understanding of urban life, highlighting both achievements and pitfalls. As we inquire about the past, we must also ponder the choices we make and their long-term implications for future generations, ensuring sustainable practices that honor the lessons left behind. The shadow of Cahokia serves as a powerful reminder that we stand on the shoulders of those who came before, with immense potential to create enduring legacies. Cahokia was a melting pot of cultures where diverse peoples came together, sharing their traditions, beliefs, and innovations. Festivals celebrating harvests and seasonal changes transformed the city into a vibrant tapestry of color and sound. Music resonated in the air as dancers moved rhythmically, reflecting the rich cultural heritage that flourished amidst daily life. In Cahokia's rise and fall, we find echoes of our own struggles, reminding us that the sustainability of our modern cities hinges on the lessons derived from such ancient narratives. By exploring these forgotten stories, we can foster a future that respects both our history and our environment. Nestled within its towering mounds was evidence of a complex society where leadership roles were likely shared among a council of chiefs rather than a single ruler. This collaborative approach fostered a sense of community and shared responsibility, essential for the city's growth. The spiritual significance of the mounds cannot be overlooked either. They served as sites for ceremonies that reinforced cultural identity and unity among the people. As we delve deeper into the archaeological findings, we uncover art and artifacts that reveal the daily lives, aspirations, and challenges of Cahokia's inhabitants, which offer us invaluable insights into their resilience and ingenuity. Amidst this backdrop of shared governance and spiritual life, the citizens of Cahokia engaged in intricate trade networks that extended far beyond their geographical boundaries. They exchanged not only goods, but also ideas, innovations, and cultural practices, making their city a nexus of interaction among various tribes. Specialists in different crafts, such as pottery and metal smithing, contributed to the vibrancy of the economy, while farmers cultivated rich lands along the Mississippi with advanced techniques that enhanced their agricultural productivity. As we explore these aspects, we begin to see how interconnected every facet of Cahokian life truly was, each thread woven together to support a thriving community. This interplay of commerce, agriculture, and governance showcased a society that was not only advanced for its time, but also adept at adapting to the ever-changing challenges of their environment. The grand marketplaces were bustling with energy, where voices intertwined with the vibrant sounds of trade. People bartered for goods, colorful pottery, shining copper, and delicate beadwork, each piece a testament to the skills and artistry of the craftspeople. As the sun rose high in the sky, the aromas of fresh food wafted through the air, drawing in crowds eager to enjoy communal feasts. These gatherings fostered not only economic exchange, but also social ties, bonding people from various backgrounds and further enriching the cultural tapestry of Cahokia. The sights and sounds of the marketplace were alive with activity, a reflection of the city's beating heart, illustrating how integral these interactions were for the survival and success of their society. Despite the looming challenges, in these moments of connection and celebration, the spirit of Cahokia endured, echoing through the ages. In addition to their vibrant marketplaces, the people of Cahokia celebrated numerous festivals that marked significant seasonal changes and community milestones. During these events, families would gather to partake in traditional dances, share food, and honor the earth that sustained them. The air filled with laughter and music as neighbors came together, reinforcing not just economic ties, but the very fabric of their culture. Each celebration served as a reminder of their shared history and the values that bound them, ensuring that even amidst hardship, the spirit of community flourished. These moments reflected an understanding of the interconnectedness of life, as they honored the cycles of nature and their place within it. Thus, the rich traditions of Cahokia played a vital role in maintaining social cohesion, forging bonds that helped the city weather its inevitable challenges. As the vitality of Cahokia thrived amidst community gatherings, an underlying tension brewed beneath the surface. Increased competition for resources, coupled with environmental shifts, began to affect the delicate balance that sustained the city. What had once been a harmonious society faced the threat of conflict as tribes and families competed over land and food supplies. The festivals that once celebrated abundance transformed into somber reminders of shifting fortunes as whispers of discontent grew louder. This transitional phase marked the beginning of the end for a once thriving metropolis, where the bonds of unity started to fray, hinting at the fragility of even the most robust civilizations. Such challenges foreshadowed the disintegration of societal structures, triggering a decline that would leave behind only echoes of its former glory. Yet, amidst these struggles, the history of Cahokia also highlights the hope and resilience of its people, inviting us to learn from their past. As the challenges mounted, the once vibrant spirit of Cahokia began to fade, replaced by uncertainty and despair. Through reflection on Cahokia's rise and fall, we gain crucial insights into our modern urban landscapes, reminding us that sustainable practices can cultivate lasting communities. The lessons learned from this ancient city encourage us to treasure our interconnectedness and advocate for a future grounded in history and responsibility. Cahokia's rise symbolizes the potential of collaborative governance, where power was decentralized among a council instead of resting in one ruler's hands. This distribution of leadership fostered a sense of community, encouraging a shared responsibility among its citizens. The mounds themselves, rising majestically above the landscape, served not merely as grave markers, but as sacred sites for rituals and gatherings, enhancing the cultural identity of the people. As we survey this remarkable civilization, we must appreciate the interplay of their political structures, spiritual beliefs, and the way they harmonized with their environment, weaving a narrative that remains relevant today. Within this context of shared governance and spirituality, Cahokia's artisans crafted intricate works that showcased their creativity and resourcefulness. From vibrant pottery decorated with unique patterns to elaborate jewelry made from locally sourced materials, each piece reflected the identity and skills passed down through generations. These crafts were more than mere economic transactions. They served as cultural expressions that bonded the community through a shared appreciation for artistry. As we marvel at these creations, we recognize that they are tangible links to the past, connecting us to a society that thrived on innovation and collaboration. Despite the vibrant exchanges and rich celebrations, the seeds of Cahokia's decline were planted in underlying conflicts and competition. Increasing tensions led to an atmosphere of fear where neighbors became wary of one another and commerce was undermined by mistrust. What once unified the community during festivals transformed into divisions as resources dwindled and desperation set in. In this tumultuous environment, the mounds, symbols of unity and hope, began to reflect the fragility of civilization, hinting at the inevitable transition from prosperity to decline. Observing such dynamics reminds future generations of the importance of maintaining balance in societies, ensuring that the bonds that connect us do not dissolve under pressure. As the tensions within Cahokia escalated, the bustling marketplaces that once thrived with laughter and exchanges grew quieter, overshadowed by unease. Families who once gathered to celebrate seasonal harvests began to divide as food shortages became a pressing reality, forcing difficult choices that fragmented the close-knit community. The colorful festivals faded into memories, replaced by urgent discussions over land use and the increasingly competitive nature of survival. Yet, even amidst this atmosphere of uncertainty, the echoes of Cahokia's vibrant past continued to resonate, calling for resilience and adaptation as the community faced mounting challenges. The stories of the artisans, farmers, and leaders who once breathed life into its streets lingered like whispers in the winds that swept through the mounds. Though the vibrant marketplaces had grown quiet, the spirit of cooperation and innovation endured, reminding the inhabitants of the power of unity in the face of adversity. As they grappled with diminishing resources and increasing tensions, the people of Cahokia had to confront the very lessons that their history had imparted, that only by coming together and sharing their strengths could they hope to navigate the tumultuous waters ahead. Ultimately, these trials forged a critical test of their resolve and ingenuity, shaping a legacy that would not be easily forgotten. Through reflection on these challenges, we are presented with crucial insights into the necessity of fostering strong community bonds, even as the world surrounding us begins to shift unpredictably. In considering the narrative of Cahokia, we must ask ourselves how we can actively work to preserve the stories and connections that define our own communities, ensuring that we carry forward the wisdom derived from the rich tapestry of our shared history. As the struggles intensified, the societal fabric of Cahokia began to unravel, revealing fissures that had been obscured by years of prosperity. Families found themselves torn between survival and tradition as the weight of competition pressed heavily upon their interactions. Friendships that once flourished in the glow of community spirit became strained, and the marketplace, once vibrant with laughter, became a place of cautious exchanges. This transformation served as a poignant reminder of how quickly the tides of fortune can shift. In the shadows of the Mounds, the spirit of Cahokia faced its greatest test, prompting its citizens to weigh the cost of their ambitions against the need for unity and cooperation. The choices they faced echoes into our present, urging us to consider the delicate balance between progress and sustainability in our own lives. As the environment continued to shift, the annual festivals of Cahokia, once celebrations of unity and abundance, became overshadowed by a grim reality. The joyous music and vibrant dances gradually transformed into solemn gatherings, where families lamented lost harvests and dwindling resources. Despite their best efforts to uphold traditions, uncertainty cast a shadow over the celebrations, challenging their resilience and requiring a recalibration of their priorities. Each festival that went by without the usual spirit served as a stark reminder of the fragility of their existence, urging the people to reconsider their ways of living and how they could adapt to the harsh winds of change. The lessons history teaches us through Cahokia's story resonate powerfully today, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, there remains a need for collaboration and hope. As uncertainties loomed over Cahokia, the community faced a profound crisis of identity and purpose, compelling its leaders to rethink strategies for survival. Efforts to restore harmony were met with resistance as mistrust clouded relationships built over generations. The Mounds, once symbols of unity and prosperity, now stood as silent witnesses to the disintegration of a once thriving civilization, reminding us that the lessons learned from Cahokia's struggles are timeless. Understanding these complexities prompts us to evaluate our own societal challenges and appreciate the critical importance of cooperation in the face of adversity. The significant societal upheaval did not go unnoticed by the residents of Cahokia, who began to search for solutions amid the turmoil. Some sought to reinforce traditional practices, hoping that returning to their roots would restore the community's spirit and cohesion. Others advocated for innovations, aiming to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of their environment and society. This ongoing tension between tradition and innovation underscored the complexity of their situation, where both paths offered hope but also required immense courage to traverse. As the inhabitants navigated this precarious balance, they learned valuable lessons about resilience and adaptability that echo down through the ages, shaping narratives of survival that continue to resonate with us today. As the struggles deepened, the legacy of Cahokia became a mirror for modern cities facing similar issues. Historians and archaeologists now urge us to engage with this narrative as it provides vital lessons on sustainability and community resilience. The decline of Cahokia can serve as a cautionary tale, reminding us that neglecting our connections and the needs of our environment can lead to unforeseen consequences. By cherishing these ancient stories and applying their wisdom to our contemporary lives, we have the potential to foster communities that thrive, honoring the legacies of our ancestors while ensuring a brighter future for generations to come. As the people of Cahokia grappled with their identity amidst a crisis, they faced challenges that tested the very core of their being. With the once bustling markets now subdued and their vibrant festivals dimmed, a palpable tension hung in the air, revealing a society at a crossroads. Some families chose to cling tightly to their traditions, believing that by honoring their past, they could navigate through the turbulence. Meanwhile, others sought new ways to adapt, pushing for innovations that might reinvigorate their agricultural practices and trade routes. This divergence in approach highlighted a fundamental dilemma: how to balance reverence for the past with the courage to embrace change, a question that continues to resonate in any community facing upheaval. Each choice made was laden with implications, underscoring the fragile line between survival and the loss of cultural heritage. The determination and resilience of the Cahokians were palpable, illustrating how vital connection and understanding remained, even as the horizon grew more challenging. Through their collective efforts, they sought to illuminate a path forward, reminding us all of the timeless journey toward unity amidst adversity. Cahokia's story compels us to reflect on our own communities, urging us to cherish unity amid diversity. The intricate relationships among its inhabitants served as a foundation upon which resilience was built, reminding us that collaboration enhances our chances of thriving in the face of adversity. As the light of Cahokia dimmed, its legacy persisted as a call to honor our collective histories while fostering environments that encourage innovation and adaptability. Today, we need to ensure that the lessons learned from this ancient civilization guide our choices, nurturing connections that transcend time and circumstance, ultimately shaping a better tomorrow for all. The whispers of a fractured legacy lingered in Cahokia, echoing the heartbreak of a once vibrant community that had to contend with profound changes. As the search for unity persisted, leaders encouraged dialogue, emphasizing the shared values that had once brought them together. They sought to inspire a renewed spirit of cooperation, urging everyone to glimpse the potential hidden within their challenges. Families began to gather for smaller events, tentatively reigniting the traditions that once filled their lives with joy. Each moment of connection, however simple, served as a reminder of their enduring bond, fostering hope that they could indeed navigate the turbulent waters ahead. Ultimately, it was this spirit of resilience and a commitment to collective futures that would define the remaining chapters of Cahokia's story, echoing through generations yet to come. Amidst the echoes of a waning civilization, Cahokia's leaders grasped the urgency of rekindling hope within their fractured community. They understood that rebuilding trust required more than just words. It demanded actions that reflected a genuine commitment to unity. Initiatives to revitalize local markets emerged, where families could share not only goods but stories, weaving back together the fabric of their society. Cahokia's legacy reminds us that even in times of great adversity, unity can spark resilience, and the shared stories of a community have the power to shape future generations. By honoring the lessons of the past, we can forge pathways to a brighter, more sustainable tomorrow.